how uh, the movie I was watching, they was talking about how the AI started replacing the medical field, and all these uh, jobs where like filling pills and prescriptions and stuff like that. How they were creating assembly lines and AI was doing that stuff over these people having a job. You feel me?
Look here, look here. I would tell my grandma this. Look, they like I said, they already have self self improving AI, right?
Right.
Recursive learning, right? So like, what what does that mean? Like once they build enough robots, and then the robots gonna keep building themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna it don't cost nothing. After you built that motherfucker, you pay for that bit to get built. You ain't gotta pour no gas in that motherfucker. You just gotta
Right.
charge it up. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
and and that's like you ask yourself, and we talked about this earlier. Like, bro, do you buy your AI? You know what I'm saying? Robot as soon as it come out. Yes. This ain't Will Smith. I movie. I ain't on that. I robot. No, somebody sorry, Willie. But I'm gonna
Like
get me a robot.
I don't I don't see why someone wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I understand like the folks being scared, but like you either gonna be somebody that got it or you somebody that don't. You
But
know what I'm saying?
I did see this a little short clip on guy. I forgot. I need to start saving this stuff. But he did say that AI is going to get to a point where it eliminates the internet because it's going to be doing everything, and then people will have no choice but to start interacting because it's like there's nothing else to do. It's ordering, it's fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? It's serving your food. So now what else can you do?
We right there with that. We so
Yeah.
right there with that. Like think of like especially with Clawbot. I'm saying like um I mean you really can do all that with like a manus or something. Like you just gotta know what you're doing. Like right now, it's not super easy for the non technical person
Right.
for them to like to access all that and do it. But once they once they ease that friction for non technical, because hell, I consider myself non technical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're creating a video at this process and putting ourselves out there, being vulnerable, because we created Company Digital Blueprint and we done dove head first. So we wanted to start bringing you guys content, but understanding like the world where we started at has evolved so much, and every day, dog, like it's some new update, some new feature, and it's like you can get to a point. And when Nintendo first came out, we got the one game, the little one little duck hunt shooter thing. So you had two games, Mario with Duck Hunt, and I think they had like Zelda on a deal or something. But now you had to buy all these cartridges to play different games. And now look at what we're doing now. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go buy no cartridge, blow it out, clean it out. You can play it on your phone. You feel me? And it's just like that with AI right now. It's like you guys are having conversation with it in Chat GBT, but bro, do y'all know y'all not even scratching the surface?
For sure. It's it I don't know, it just make you able to do so much, man. That's my biggest thing with it.
Yeah, so
It's like
like, okay, let me ask you this. Since, we're trying to get our audience to get to know us, what was, one of my favorite shows is The Pivot. What was your pivotal moment when it came to, understanding this guy is real, man, and it can really do some life-changing things for me?
um I say a pivotal moment was when I started talking to ChatGPT about what I do. And then when it started telling me different things about myself based on my input to it, it was like super reflective and it was accurate. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I'm not just gonna listen to anything it says and just take it. But some of the things that it took was it helped a lot. So, I was like, okay, this is different. And then, getting into it, then start listening about it and hearing like the trajectory of where it is now and where it's gonna go and where it's headed and some of the things that people are doing with it, then it started to really pique my interest. So I was like, okay, let me really get into this. You know what I'm saying? Let me really see what's going on with this. And then really from there, it's not so much. Uh, I don't know. It's like it's just like intelligence. Take the A out of it, right? So just intelligence, right? Intelligence isn't something that like we just talk about like it's away from us. It's just something that's inherently in everything, right? Like it's just like when we navigate. So like we navigate with intelligence all the time. So like, and that's sort of how I'm starting to look at it now with AI. Is like it's not something that thinks for you, but it just enhances your thinking for different things. So it's like people be like, oh, you know, with all this different stuff, of like, oh, a lot of people aren't able to think by themselves with AI. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people never thought different ways in the first place, and now that they use AI, like it's just enhancing anyway. So I think it's just better for I think it's better for a lot of people I think it's better for everybody. I think if everybody just, what I'm saying, talk to it and then talk to it about themselves and they had their own agents that was programmed to themselves, I think it would be dope. But now I want to, reflect that back on you. Like, what do you think your biggest moment was? Pivotal moment.
Okay, before I jump onto that, I want to say something crazy, bro. Like when you sat up here and was talking about how when it's artificial intelligence and you know what I'm saying, people got to start getting used to it and understand it. It's here. It's been here since the '50s, and I learned that. You know what I'm saying? Just recently, Black history has been here since the 1950s. So you know what I'm saying. This is something that's not already, you know what I'm saying, been here. It's been here. This is not nothing new. It's just now it's being more utilized and easier to access. Now, my pivotal moment on this AI situation was I'm a scatterbrain, and it was allowing me to literally put my thoughts into places and ideas, helping them bring in what I'm saying, bringing more clarity because I was just up, and I told you this. I was up what probably like 23 hours. I was just copying and pasting, going back and forth, just reading, just copying and pasting, and and it was just so amazing to me because I was able to get information instantaneous, and it was like, wow. I've been looking, trying to find the gatekeeper to tell me this. Now all I gotta do is sit up here and whoop 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 whoop, and then because at the first, like when I had a business, I had several businesses before I jumped into AI, and it was a lot of things I learned along the way. And AI helped me, what I'm saying, like 10x, what I'm saying, that knowledge of, what I'm saying, those lessons that I learned in my past business to that. So when I was up that night, I was like, yeah, man, I'm in. And it was just one of those things. Bro, we done try. It was like Chinese at first. I know. We were like, man, what is these people talking about? They talking about API keys and all that stuff, and that's the in-depth form of it. But that was the pivotal moment for me when I was up that one night and just going back and forth with it, and it was able to provide me with context to help me put my plan in motion, man.
How long ago was that? Shit.
Bro, that was about what we on about 2 years, what 18 months, what it was.
Well, it was a minute. I know.
We got YouTube, we got Zoom videos to prove it, and it like I can't wait to give you guys, the raw footage of us when we first started this because we want you to understand we are athletes. Listen, I was an A plus student in middle school, and that was it. And let me tell you why I was an A plus school kid in middle school because they had me a slow learning disability, and I was in that mug, and I was just a hyper kid. I was very, I was knowledgeable in my own way. They put me in SLD. I get the work done. I'm done, baby. I ain't got to go through all this, But when I got to high school, these, 2 point what I graduated 2.3. That's why I had to go to junior college. So I wasn't the
And you did go to college though.
yeah. I went to
You
college.
are college educated.
I went to GMC, the home of the Bulldogs, the real Bulldogs, because the Bulldogs that we groomed from GMC, because that G back there, the elite Bulldogs, we the real Bulldogs. Cause when they had you at GMC, well, you gotta come in here and you ain't got no AC. You supposed to be in college with no AC, no TV in your room.
JUCO. That
Yes,
JUCO.
JUCO. So been through it, my brother. But yeah, man, it's just this space has been super dope, and for us to be able to jump out here and start getting you people to tap in. So, man, you guys have any questions? Drop it down the link below, whatever comments, whatever, how we can help you, cause that's what we're here for, man.
Yes, sir. So like, all right. Firstly, so all right, talk to him. What's the podcast? All right, what's the podcast about? What's some things we gonna go over? You know what I'm saying? And talk to him. Talk to him about that. How you want to go to him about
Okay, so since we, you know what I'm saying, because like we wanted to not wait, so we want y'all to help us with it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we are in a dilemma, and we want the audience to help us to be able to teach AI in our way. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to. We want you guys to name this show, but this is a show where we can come on, we can just hang out, talk about like how AI affects us, but in our way. We ain't gonna be professionals like all the other people and techie, but we gonna get to the meat and the potatoes. So I don't know, bro. What we gonna call the show? Yeah. Y'all drop that down in the comment, man. Y'all tell
it?
us what type of
I'm
title
with
we
that.
need to
We
use.
ain't talk about that beforehand neither.
It's okay.
He just came up with that, but I'm with it. No, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with us getting them dropping some comments and telling us what they should call it, what we should call the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because Kev, we want to give it to it. We got so much to give.
No, for sure. For sure.
You
That's the
know.
truth. That's the truth. All right, so bet let's just move it forward a little bit. So like, all right, when we talked beforehand, we talked about like some things we will talk about. And one thing for sure we do know is some football. We know ball. And then we wanted to get into AI a little bit because we just feel like there's a lot that needs to be spoke about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to AI, there's a lot of potential to it, and we just want to give out some value. You know what I'm saying? See if we can spread some value if possible. So to jump into that a little bit, man.
So we just gonna talk
There is
about
a there's a cross section between it too. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that's kind of where I wanted to go with it. Is that it tech is in ball like in football in all sports really. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really fascinated with that. Like ever since we started getting into the AI, I really like when I started getting into the AI, and I talked to Drew, found out Drew already into it. He talking to it, boom boom boom. Then we get to where we are. We start messing with it, and with AI, you can code different things. You know what I'm saying? And AI, when it comes to coding is everything. So when you figure that out, and then you go to these different NFL things, you see how they're tracking metrics, and you see how frequent AI is getting brought up about different things. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? You feel behind. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, dang, this jump been going on. This getting used, you know? So I thought that was super cool because there is a cross section between AI and football. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. And what was the knock on the door for me was like I really wasn't, you know, in the data analytics part until you and my brother, were talking about it, and I was just like, it makes sense. So you tell me, yeah. Now they take the measurables, put them in a program, and analyze this with the best analyzers, best analyzing software. It makes sense, and we happen to be guys that are just a little out of the box, and we tried it, man. And I'm so happy we did. And I think it's definitely life changing for us because it's allowing us to do what we want to do, man. And we're building several different things right now. We have a huge project, Coach Core, that we getting dropped. Do you think we might need to change the name to that since after we having that conversation today?
It's AI at the end though. That's what
Okay, yeah. So we different, but we do have to. We're in the process of our NIL deal platform. Had a couple feelers before with the screenshots, but we got to do some revamping. So we're in the process of that, and then got a couple more projects, Kev, and what we got on the business side, what we've been doing on the business side.
And so business wise, we definitely set up a business, got it running. It's Digital Blueprint AI. And so what we do at Digital Blueprint AI, man, the name kind of speaks for itself. We help businesses build their digital presence with a blueprint, right? So what that looks like is, especially around here, I'll give a good example is there's a lot of service-based businesses, a lot of lawn care businesses. So I'll take a lawn care for example, and lawn care that doesn't really have any web. They don't have any web presence, so that means they're not getting found on the web at all, and which is how most people find any type of service nowadays. So what we'll do is we'll help them set up a website. We'll see what their social media is. We'll either give them a plan or help them implement it, depending on how they want to structure that. And even if it comes down to the fact that where we just want to talk to you about some things we think you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things, like are things that you can do yourself using AI. It do
Right.
take work though. Like you can't just
Yeah.
go in there and say, "Hey, give me a website." You know what I'm saying? I got this. Give me a website.
We thought we did.
Yeah,
We thought we
no,
would do
you
that.
you gonna get what you want like that, but we can. That's what we do. We help along that way, and and then also on the other side of Digital Blueprint, we're building, and we're developing different things like solving problems, just whatever that may be. Whenever we come across different problems, when you think about what you can do with AI, it just makes you think of more resolutions to different things with a vast mindset, less than like narrowing down like, oh well, I only have this, so I can only do this. But when you have these different things, like I look at it like I have an expert in any field or every field. You know what I'm saying? So that's all the way to raising money to, you know what I mean, to when it comes to something with the courts, just being transparent. You know what I'm saying? When it comes and then also I want to throw no, yeah, no,
So,
no, I want
so
to throw
now,
in
okay,
there
let's do
too though,
this.
like
How do
we
you?
don't just use one LLM, large language model, which look like a Chat GBT or a Claude or a Gemini. These are all different language models. I don't use one. I kind of use a couple to verify off of each other, but especially when it comes to legal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they do go off on their own and just be saying some stuff sometimes. So I'd be verifying, but in any field though, especially if you know how to prompt, you can get an expert and help you especially being an entrepreneur. So that's what we do, man. We developing, man. We helping right now mostly small businesses with their digital presence and either helping them building out a blueprint form or walking them step by step in the blueprint. So that's some things we're doing in digital blueprint AI, man. I love it. I really like it. I really enjoy it. You know, especially on social media side. but nah. So stepping into that, you know, football wise, like what's some things that what's some things in football that you were surprised with that kind of crosses with AI? Like what's some ways that AI surprised you when it comes to football? You know what I'm saying? And you can go anywhere with it.
So right now, really, the biggest thing was I seen a commercial, and it was I forgot it's a commercial, but you see, is it Microsoft Excel that you see the dude at the combine? Which one? It's a commercial.
But it is Microsoft. I think it's Microsoft. Microsoft's AI is called Copilot.
Yeah, yeah. That I think yes, it was a co-pilot, and don't factual dispute me. I might be wrong, but it was just that commercial, and that was
Allegedly.
how.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that was my wow factor, bro. Like it was like they creating commercials about this stuff now. You feel what I'm saying? And when the big wigs start doing that, you know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. Because if they're spending their money off of this good looking commercial, it got to be something behind it. Interesting story, bro. I love watching TV shows, movies, and watching them for, you know what I'm saying, a deeper meaning. I had an opportunity, man. If I don't got no ties to this, but if y'all get an opportunity, go watch Ballers, man. AI has helped us create a NIL deal platform that'll help educate these kids. But in Ballers shows you from with the Rock, it shows you exactly where the sports world is going from being in the youth level to amateur sports. And being able to just watch that show, you will see, take heed to how the game is playing out. And NIL is becoming huge right now, and we've had an opportunity to put together a couple ebooks. I'm certified in NIL deal. I got an NIL deal certification, but it allowed me to put together a course in, what I'm saying, what it was, 48 hours, the shell of it, the MVP. And right now we're fine tuning everything before we launch it because we got to change the name. That was one of the issues. But this is how the world of AI is just becoming just eye opening for me in this sports world, because as coaches you got to think, man, you got tons and tons of film you watching. Then you gotta babysit. Then you gotta get the meals ready. Then you gotta fundraise. Man, that's a lot of time. And then a lot of guys that's coaching, they have families. You know what I'm saying? They got different things on the back end going on. And in high school, especially in Southwest Florida, they're not paying that well. So a lot of guys gotta go get jobs. And then God forbid if the school don't let you work in there so you can provide for your family, that makes it even worse. So you know what I'm saying. I tell you guys that's in coaching, man. Please jump into it. If you guys got any questions, DM me or Kev. How you can utilize AI, man. We'll be happy to just jump on the call with you and help you guys out with, what I'm saying, putting a practice plan together. It's stuff that'll just make your job so much easier, man. We can show you how to use these platforms. Just hit us up, man. And Kev, that's my spiel with the football, my boy.
Man, I love it. Ball. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even thinking about when you was talking. I was thinking about the NIL, about how AI, like, I ain't trying to like make everything AI, but that's what I mean by when I say intelligence. It's just now it's just you got like professional intelligence about almost everything if you use it. So like when it comes to that, man, the kid, a parent or a kid, they just if they use it correctly, man, they can really really benefit from it because it's not just for NIL isn't just for the superstar. You know what I mean?
That's what the mainstream make you think. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I mean, because that's the only people you see with those, and then that should be a
Big
thing.
deals. You know,
Exactly.
it's like literally, you could go get you a whole bunch of nickels. They're gonna still add up to $1. You get enough nickels.
I'm telling you.
And that's why, we, inside the course that we provided, we created. We're gonna guide you guys through the way of understanding how small businesses, you know what I'm saying, are your lowest hanging fruit, and those are the ones that have a marketing budget, and you can do some posting for them. Nugget drop right there. You feel me? So it ain't about being a superstar. It's about being active. Now you got to bring something to the table. Now if you ain't on social media and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, don't expect no ducats.
What's the biggest missed opportunity you think right now when it comes to parents with NIL deals? I say all ages.
The education part of it. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of people still don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And don't understand, what all goes into that. And, you can get yourself in some trouble because a lot of people that's saying they got this and got that, they got NIL deal, they got brand deals. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the education part, bro. That's, if I had to say anything. If y'all don't get it from me, get it. If y'all don't use our platform, get it from somewhere. Just get it.
I really do recommend that. Learn it. Just learn it.
Yeah, man. Man, but I do want to thank you people, man. Like, with this super dope, bro, and we gonna be coming to you guys more often, man, because we gotta get out and we gotta let people know what we do. And this is what we do. Before I get a Kev, I just want y'all to know though, we still need y'all to drop in the comments what y'all want us to call this show. And that's what we gonna title it. Y'all help us name the show. So we ain't gonna create no intro, we ain't gonna create no outro. We just gonna drop it and then y'all help us create the show, man. Give us the show title. Yeah, what you got before we get up out of here? Yeah, we we be faking.
This, but we just putting it out there, man. We ain't trying to perfect nothing. Y'all talk to us about some things y'all wanna hear about. You know what I'm saying? The more we put this out, we putting this out on YouTube. We probably cut it up a little bit, put some little cut ups out on the other platforms, and then on our digital blueprint AI. You know what I'm saying? All
We
platforms.
definitely gonna drop it on Facebook because we gotta bring some traction. See what we
Okay,
can
yeah,
do.
we probably drop it
I
on
know it's
Facebook.
long form.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. Yeah,
we gonna
drop
make
it
it. We
on
gonna make it
Facebook.
do what it do.
But yeah, talk to us, man. See what it is y'all want to hear, man. We're gonna have some stories and stuff for y'all about some ways, you can some
Yeah,
other people done benefited it. You know what I'm saying? Just give y'all some real facts on everything. But
and
that's
don't
it, man.
judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover.
Cause we will listen, and then think about it too. If you want us to drop a demo for you to show us what we're working with, drop something in the comments. We'll show you what we're working with. We got enough demo, but sometimes people be thinking you be faking. You know what I'm saying? We can screenshot this. We can go jump on the other platforms and say we did this. So we sometimes, we
Jump
gotta
in that
let.
look, jump in that digital blueprint AI Facebook group. Jump in there.
And please like the video, man. Comment, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe. Facebook, follow us. Love.
Love. Big love.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.